SMT Nation, we back. Nation, the FCC is set to vote to restore net neutrality rules, reversing the Trump administration's decision. Wow, this is pretty big. I can't tell you guys, this has continued to be a political pain point across multiple administrations over the last decade or so. Let's talk about that here in today's video, what we can expect from this vote, what it means for you, the consumer, and also for the broadband providers and mobile network providers that build and operate these networks. All right, link for the Reuters article from David Shepardson that will be down in the description. Ways to support us can be found there as well. Please do like and share this video. That helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notifications icon to never miss an upload. All right, folks, so the FCC is planning to hold a vote to reinstate net neutrality rules later this month as commissioners appointed by President Biden look to undo the Trump administration's rollback of the agency's regulation of broadband internet. FCC Chairwoman Jessica Rosenworcel announced that the commission will vote on April 25th to reinstate the regulatory framework for broadband internet services established initially in 2015 under the Obama administration before being reversed by the Trump administration in 2017. So Rosenworcel provided a disclosure saying, abdicated authority over broadband services. These net neutrality rules will allow the agency to serve once again as a strong consumer advocate of an open internet. Now, if you guys remember the former FCC chair, Ajit Pai, he was the one who really spearheaded the removal of and repealing of net neutrality under the former President Trump's administration. He chimed in and said, quote, "This is a complete waste of time. Contrary to hysterical predictions over half a decade ago when the FCC repealed these rules, the internet today serves more American consumers than ever before, better services than ever before. That's the primary reason why nobody actually cares about this issue outside of a gaggle of beltway partisans and activists for whom net neutrality is a civic religion." All right, so you guys know Reese's Cup guy. He had to chime in on this because it repeals what he once put in place. And of course, with the new FCC chairwoman, she's going in a different direction. So they obviously oppose each other with respect to these issues. Now, what does it mean for you, the consumer? Well, not really much at this point in time. Obviously, the vote takes place here in a few weeks and we'll find out the outcome. Is regulating, mobile network operators, home internet providers on this issue really going to be fruitful? What is it going to do for us, the consumers? I'm not really sure. I know that the carriers have been really focused on, possibly bringing in 5G network slicing to the marketplace, and that probably will sidestep and get away from net neutrality because it is a differentiating service. I'm not even sure if the FCC can prove that network slicing is going to cause harm to the consumer. I'm not really sure if the consumer even has been harmed over the last 10 or so years, whether it was pre-net neutrality or post-net neutrality or re-net neutrality. I'm not really sure, what has been the issue or pain point. All I know is that the statements being made here about the internet being the best it's ever been, that's true. Now, if the argument is we want to keep it that way, then that's adequate and fine as well. I just don't know if there's any evidence indicating that folks have been harmed by the repeal of net neutrality. I don't know if there's any evidence of that. And I'm not a political person. I don't come up here and give my political positions. I'm a consumer advocate, so I stand by that. So if there is indeed harm and there's proof of that, obviously it's something that we need to approach. If there isn't any, though, what's the real argument? I think that's where things have to be considered. I think as a society and I think as a nation, we have to consider what's truly important and what really matters. I think there are bigger fish to fry in the industry. I think folks getting fast, reliable connectivity to their homes, more places getting fiber, more places getting high-speed broadband home internet. I think that's probably a higher priority. Infrastructure is a higher priority. I'm just not sure if the focus should necessarily be this right now and what we need. I don't know. I think some of this requires some focus and some realignment of our attention. What do you guys think, though? How important is this to you? How important is it long term, short term? Your take, welcome down in the comment section. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.